Already we're for round number 3. We're playing against It Barn 2. We've got Tron, we've got Prophetic Prism. We're keeping. So it's pretty easy to have Tron on turn 3 in this deck. We have 6 ways to get any kind of land. And we've got a lot of oh, we win again. So if you guys want to fast forward to the next round, you'll see that I've increased our record from 2 to 2-1. We are just almost certainly not going to lose this game unless we have unreasonably bad draws. It's most likely they're blue-black, but they could be mono-black. Dark Ritual. Maybe I am going to lose. Holy smokes. I played against this deck the other day. So I should have played my tower first. So I easily defeated this deck. However, I did lose 1 game to them because I was on the draw and they played a land destruction spell every turn, and I was never able to get a third land. I was never able to get a third mana into play the entire game. It was like turn 8, and I had a land every turn. All right. So we should win because I drew a crop rotation. They kind of have to like double. They have to like double get me this turn. They just play 1. It's not going to happen. And they don't have a clock, so like a million years away from killing us. I assume I'm going to get hit with 1 more. So for those of you who don't know this deck, it plays the full 12 land destruction spells. And it plays Dark Rituals to get them out sooner. But yeah, we did just win, so that's nice. Not going to play anything here. There's basically no way my opponent can come back anymore now that I have crop rotation up. And they have very few threats. They have some Gurmag Anglers and then some, what are they called? And then some like Vampire Lacerators they have. Looks like they're playing one of those Anglers. My opponent has a very good draw, but I don't think it'll be enough. So this turn I can play my Signet, which is good. Play my land in the Signet. I don't really have anything in my graveyard anyway, so I don't have anything for my mnemonic wall. It is possible I could lose this game simply because like if I don't draw anything at all, probably gonna lose. I would really like it if they tried to Stone Marry me here and I could use this crop rotation. Yeah, so my opponent got owned, of course. Grab another tower. Yep. The original Molten Rain. Alright, nothing to play here. So I'm going to play this Prophetic Prism, I guess. Suppose I might as well leave up the tower. Just in case I draw Tron here. So I drew a Moment's Peace and I have a mnemonic wall, so I've got a really long time to find everything. On the other hand, if they destroy my land here, I don't have any recourse for that. If I draw an untapped land next turn, I'm actually going to Fog here. This will turn out poorly if they play another creature this turn, because I would have gotten an extra... Okay, Thorn of the Black Rose is an interesting one. That's pretty risky in this deck that like plays no creatures and like no interaction at all. Just nothing at all. But who knows? Like I'm almost certain they can't kill my Muldrifter, for example. And we just top decked Natural Tron, which is great. Can't really do anything with it. I could prohibit something. Next turn I'll have Ghostly Flicker up. I didn't see any removal out of them last time. Okay, looks like they do have some. I'm just going to prohibit this because I don't really know what else I'm going to get use out of my prohibit for. Oh yeah, I saw Chainer's Edict, so that's probably what they're sitting on in hand, some Chainer's Edicts. I'm leaving my Muldrifter alive because I have this Ghostly Flicker and I'd really like to be able to flicker my Muldrifter at some point. Alright, opponent, what you got? Should probably blow up my tower. Okay. Muldrifter down. 6, so I do have to be careful. I'm going to die if they have like a Sign in Blood or something like that, but Demonic Wall back my Moments piece. And then I'm just going to hold up Ghostly Flicker. So now they can't kill any of my lands. I do have enough mana to Ghostly Flicker twice. So they need to have an instant speed removal spell that can kill Mnemonic Wall, and I don't think they have any in their deck. So I'm going to block and Ghostly Flicker. That's just value. They are drawing 2 cards a turn, which is not really going to be hard to keep up with. Like in a turn or two from now. That won't really be something that matters. Alright, getting back our Ghostly Flicker. Cool. Would really like to find a Pulse of Marasa, so I can start getting some of these lands back and get a little bit out of range of this stuff. But as it sits, my opponent can't, okay. This sure seems like it's just not a good play. I mean, I don't know for sure, but it seems pretty bad. Okay. Maybe my opponent's gonna Stone Rain my last land now. Like Stone Rain me off of Tron. That's possible. That was basically an onboard trick though. Alright. Choking Sands, got me. Okay, a Power Plant. Not my last Tron piece. I think I have enough colors. I can afford to just use all my colored mana. Get my last tower. Play the tower. Play the Prophetic Prism. Alright, we've got an Impulse. It'd be really nice if I could find a Ghostly, or not a Ghostly Flicker, a Pulse of Marasa. Thing is, I'm pretty sure my deck is just full of just a lot more powerful cards than theirs, so it's not really going to be easy for them to come back anyway. Like, even if they're drawing 2 cards a turn, I don't think they're going to be able to come back, really. Because if I just find anything at all... So I'm dead to double Sign in Blood now. Although not really. I can just flicker my Thornwood Falls. Night's Whisper. Ooh, can't target me with that one. So I can kill both their creatures now. Man, Thorn seems so bad in this deck. It seems so bad. But it's probably the only way you can keep up with any of the blue decks at all. Pretty crazy. I've seen this deck twice and just like twice now. I'm gonna go ahead and play this Impulse. I'd like to find Pulse of Marasa. I guess I'll take another wall. Being able to get back crop rotation is pretty nice. Denrova Horror, you say? That's a pretty good one. Yeah, let's go ahead and play that guy. Alright, I'll make them pick up their angler. And then I'll just hold up some flickers, pretty sure. Hit another thorn, okay. Hopefully I'll be able to take that monarch token from them next turn. So let's see. My opponent casts a Chainer's Edict. I think I'll actually sacrifice this mnemonic wall. Rancid Earth. Okay, well, sure. Let's flicker that guy. That doesn't cost me any mana. Technically it cost me 1 blue, but I kind of have a lot of extra blue right now. Yep, Knight's Whisper, sure. See if we see an angler here. I know my opponent has the one. They have enough to play 2 of them, I think. So you guys are learning why land destruction isn't particularly good against Tron. Like, just keep playing lands and eventually find it. Yeah, there's the angler. Oh, they're one short of playing multiples, so I have to play... Sure. I was already gonna... Well... No, I'd rather just take 1. Okay. I'll use my Ghostly Flicker on something better, I suppose. Alrighty. I didn't want to put the Gurmag Angler back in their hand there, because they could just play it again if I did it during combat. So now I get to attack and steal their Monarch token. I don't think they're going to have anything for 1 black that can kill either of our guys, so I'm just going to do this again. I'll make them pick up a swamp, I guess. Alright. I assume that's what they're just going to discard, is that swamp. I think I actually have lethal here, so I didn't really need to screw around with all this stuff. I just can Rolling Thunder them to death. Wonder if Itbarn is the one who I played against yesterday. So I need 12 mana. Double red. And we got them. So black decks are pretty hard to lose to of any variety. Mono black, land destruction, anything like that. Pretty easy to beat. I don't think I sideboarded last time when I played against them, and I don't think I will this time either. Maybe these Wretched Griffs are okay. Maybe I don't need this Rolling Thunder. I don't think I want any more fogs. 2 seemed like plenty. Don't want Dispel or Capsize. I mean, Capsize might be okay to save my land, but it's kind of just worse than Crop Rotation and Ghostly Flicker. Double blue is like pretty tough. So yeah, so once we get to 3 mana, it's really hard for them to win. So the only game I lost, I got Stone Rained on turns 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then I was dead before I got my 8th turn to these anglers. So I never drew a Crop Rotation and I never drew a Signet, because if you draw a Signet, then you can just play an untapped land and you have 3 mana again. So then you can hold up your Ghostly Flicker. But yeah, that's kind of how the matchup went most of the games. That first game is kind of what it looked like the other times I played against this deck. The deck's sweet, but I can't figure out what it beats. Like, it kind of seems like it loses to every deck in the format, but Land Destruction is still a cool deck. People like to play it. People like to play it because, like, in theory, it's unfun for your opponent, but it's not super unfun for your opponent because usually they just beat you. Gurmag is kind of exactly the kind of threat you would want, though. Like, you take them off all their lands, then you, like, blow up their land and you play an Angler on the same turn. I don't know. I'd have to play the deck to figure out if it's playable. Opponent's taking a little while to sideboard. What else is in here? So, definitely don't think I want any of this stuff. I didn't see anything important out of the sideboard from them last time. Like, I didn't see any duresses or anything. Retrogriff could be okay. I mean, it's not that bad, but it's so hard to cast without Tron. And you do operate without Tron for a little while in this matchup. And I've got, like, you saw I cast my first Muldrifter there without Tron. It was just off of 4 lands and a Signet. And that was pretty common for that to happen. And then after that, I would have Tron and, like, Ghostly Flicker up and stuff. One Denrova seems like enough. I'm not sure I even need the one, but I don't really have anything I want to bring in, so I'll leave it in. Same with the Rolling Thunder. We got a bunch of lands and a Signet and a Flicker. This hand looks great. We'll keep it. So I'm going to play the tower first. That's the one I want them to blow up the most. If Barnes says don't dog him too bad in the video, it's just a brewer's trying out. That's cool. I don't mind trying out brews. The only thing I worry about with this deck is, like, what is it good against? So, nothing against the player. Like, I don't think he, like, there were maybe a little bit of misplays, like stuff where I just, like, had Ghostly Flicker on board and he tried to blow up one of my lands, but that was kind of when the game was over anyway, so it's not really important. Okay, Dark Ritual. Is this going to be a Thorn, or is he going to blow up my land? Ice Quake. Alrighty. We got hit with the Ice Quake. Let's play the Mine. So this is like the way that they can win. So if he has like 2 more land destruction spells, nope. Okay, so this can be really tough for my opponent to win here. I don't want to expose my tower at all. At least not yet. So I'm gonna have, like, a really good hand next turn if he doesn't blow up one of these lands. If he doesn't blow up one of my lands this turn, it's gonna be, like, really hard to lose. Like, probably impossible to lose. Okay, so 1 land down. Thing is, now I have Flicker up. I do have to decide if I want to play my Signet. So I can't really do anything. Like, I can't Teachings next turn if I don't play the Signet. It's a tough call. What I don't want to do is just, like, sit here and have him play a Thorn and then I lose. But I also don't want one of my lands blown up. I don't know. Playing the Signet puts me on the same number of lands anyway, so let's just play it. Ghostly Flicker as a counterspell is, like, not that impressive. I'd rather it counter something and I get sweet value. Ooh, I'm getting duressed. Alright, well, I can have 6 now. Knows I got nothing. I have nothing, friend. So Duress is probably the best card in the deck against us. It's probably better than these Stone Rains. Although Choking Sands is a sweet one, dealing me damages. Ghostly Flicker. So if he plays a land in a Stone Rain, I could be in trouble here. Alright, Sign of Blood, not nearly as scary. If I draw an untapped land here, I'm going to be able to crop rotate. Alright, well, any land is good enough, I suppose. So I'm going to grab crop rotation with this Mystical Teachings, probably. Relic is good. So he's drawing all the best cards against us. Yeah. So I'm gonna leave the power plant in there. All right, getting scared. The problem is, like, I can just get a... And he's got an angler. All right, so this is a pretty good draw from them. Duress, like 3... Well, it's like 5 hate cards. Yeah, I think I want to get crop rotation. Yeah, that seems the most logical. I could actually get Pulse and Marasa here instead. Is my opponent tapped too low? Yeah, let's do that, I think. So, well, so if I crop rotate... No. I was thinking about what I'm going to get back with this mnemonic wall after I crop rotate, but I'll just get back the teachings. It'll be fine. Alright, Thornwood falls down. We're going to go grab... what do I need? The power plant. All right, go get... Actually, I think I might go get this crop rotation back. I don't think the teachings is that important. All right. Yeah, so now he can't really Stone Rain me. Not that he could anyway because of this Prohibit up, but... That's a close one. I don't know if I really need that extra teachings, though. I could have prohibited that. Doesn't seem worth it though. I would like to prohibit... I would have liked to prohibit a Thorn this turn, so... Alright. Also have to decide if I want to cast my other teachings this turn at the end of turn. And I think I will not. So what I'm going to do is play my Mnemonic Wall on my turn, and then see if my opponent is willing to crack one of these relics. So this is how you beat Relic with this deck. You just force them to crack it at some point. So do I have enough to... No, I don't have enough to hold up the green. So I want to hold up green for sure on all of my opponent's turns. So my opponent has to decide if this is worth using a Relic on. So if my opponent cracks it too early, I'll play this Impulse. What you need to do is wait until I target the Mystical Teachings before you crack the Relic. So, snuff out. Okay, I could prohibit this. And snuff out, kind of annoying here, to be honest. So then I'll get both my things. No, that's fine. Yeah, so this is my opponent made a mistake here. You don't want to do that, because now I can Impulse here. I'm just going to find a land probably. Ooh, and I get to get even better. So I think I might take a Signet instead. So I can just play it. No, I'd rather have the Prism. I want to get that Black Source. Any order for those? Yeah, so you want to wait until I target the teachings, because now I get this back. So if I hit an untapped land here, I'll be able to hold up my crop rotation too. So close. That's okay. So this is my opponent's turn to kill my lands. If he's got a Dark Ritual, he can take them both out, or he can take 2 out. So we fought through 1 Relic. So here's the thing, we fought through 2 Stone Rains, 2 Relics, and a Duress. And I still have Tron. I've got ways to get Tron twice more. And I just got cards, and so like, this deck is pretty ridiculous. And we might still lose this game if my opponent has a lot of good cards left. But like if he plays a Thorn here and then like a Dark Ritual plus a land destruction spell. Yeah, so Crypt Rats. That is okay. So you can use it to kill my mnemonic wall. That's not bad. Alright, so now I have to find a fog, which I have in my hand with this teachings, but still would like to not die to the next crypt rats. That would be good. Also would like to draw land some point here. Would be nice. Muldrifter is okay, but I need to have 6 mana left over, and I only have 9 right now. So let's go ahead and play this map. Play the map, I'm going to crack it and get a tower. This also puts another card in our graveyard, which is nice. It'll protect our teachings. Another tower. Play the tower. So again, I've only got 9 mana. I can't Muldrifter and hold up and get fog. So yeah, we'll just pass the turn here. This is a close game. This is a very close game. All right. Not quite what I want. So I want to do this, I guess. So a good way to do this, I need to get 6 mana. The only good way to get... Oh, what am I doing? What am I thinking? I'm just doing this like the dumbest way possible. Okay. We're doing it this way. Alright, teachings. I could grab... No, I can't Pulse Marasa, it doesn't work. For the Moment's Piece... Play a Moment's Piece. So Pulse Marasa doesn't work. Even if I want to give my opponent back a creature, they can just relic their own creature away. Alright, let's take 0. Got Crop Rotation, Prohibit, and Impulse up. Okay, get rid of the map. All depends what they have here. If it's just like land destruction stuff, it's fine. If it's a Thorn, it's bad. Yeah, so that's the best possible card they could have had. I can counter it, so maybe I will. That seems decent. So I have to Crop Rotate something away. I guess I'll get rid of what got exiled. What am I missing? So Power Plant's gone. So I'll Crop Rotate away a mine. Get a mine. And then I can just Prohibit with Kicker. Alrighty. Can't afford to have our opponent drawing 2 cards a turn. So hopefully they don't have another Dark Ritual. Well, if they have a Dark Ritual plus a land destruction spell, it might still be okay. Okay, they pop their Relic, which is pretty smart. It's a good time to do it. Alright, so I'm going to use this map to go get... My plan is to use the map to get a Thornwood Falls to gain 1 life, I think. I'm going to play the Muldrifter first, although I don't know why I did it. Well, whatever. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to leave up the green here. I might just be using that to play my map. So let's go and Impulse first, I think. That's 4 mana. Just do it this way. Okay. So I don't want to die if they just remove my Muldrifter. I guess the Thornwood Fall is what I was going to get anyway, so I might as well grab it. This is obviously a terrible hit with Impulse. Okay. Let's go and get the Haunted Fengraph. So I'm dead to removal spell. Yeah, I'm dead to removal spell plus a Sign in Blood or a Choking Sands. Barrenmore, neither of those things. I'm expecting at least the removal spell. No? That's a pretty easy block for me. So there's something to be said about saving that map. I wanted to represent 2 mana here, but I maybe should have saved it, because now if he just hits my power plant, I don't have Tron anymore. Another Relic. This deck is like 30 hate cards for Tron, and it's like barely winning. Alrighty. Goodbye, map. My opponent should probably consider just popping it now. Alright, I'm going to play the Haunted Fengraph right away. I want to make sure there's like not really any way that my opponent can relic away my stuff. Just like pain-free. It's going to cost him. Another map. Pretty bad draw. Drifter was obviously a good draw, but we didn't draw anything else worth having. I've lost a lot of my good cards. I lost 2 Mnemonic Walls and a Flicker already. I still have to block here. They have multiple cards that just deal 2 damage, so I really don't want to deal with that. I don't want to just die to that stuff. This looks like another angler. Yep. Let's just map. Just to thin our deck. I don't really know what I'm getting. Probably a power plant, I suppose. I'll get a Remote Isle. That seems pretty good. I'll just cycle that. I mean, when I say pretty good, I'm being like kind of generous. It doesn't seem very good at all, but crop rotation's kind of bad. I gotta decide if I want to just use that to thin my deck here. Probably not. All right, we're dead. Plunk. Reveal my hand. I'll land. So that was kind of annoying because I missed a couple lands at the beginning and then like hit a lot of lands all in a row. And I didn't hit any Pulse of Marasas at all. I have my Prohibit still. Well, hopefully my opponent doesn't draw quite so much hate this time. I'm going to leave it the way I have it. Alrighty, well, we are on the play this time though. So the game I played on the play the last time I played against this deck was just a bloodbath. I got to like crop rotate right away, like their first land destruction spell, and flicker the next one, and it was all over. We had a pretty decent hand that time. I just missed a couple lands at the beginning, and they had all the hate, lots of hate, tons and tons of hate. I don't know though. Maybe we can't move that record up to the 2-1 yet. Man, imagine if this was a Circle of Protection Black. Oh man. Could this deck ever beat that? Probably not. They only have like 8 creatures in the whole deck probably. Yeah, I don't think I want to change anything. I like having the 2 moments pieces. Maybe I want to capsize? I don't know. Tangle seems worse than Moment's Peace still, even with all of their graveyard removal stuff. Same with the, like, I still want these Pulsamarasas. I would like to play first, yes. We got 3 lands. We got a Simic Signet. Seems pretty good. I'm going to lead off with a Shimmering Grotto. If my opponent wants to turn 1 Dark Ritual to Stone Rain me, they can go ahead. I think it's more likely my opponent is going to play a turn 1 Relic or something. So if he plays turn 1 Duress, should probably take my Signet. It's a pretty important part of the deck. Turn 1 Relic, sure. If I draw another Tron piece, yeah, I think I'll play the Mine. So I'm going to really try to, I'm going to make sure that I can get both halves of this on the same turn, if possible. Let's see if I get Stone Rained here. Yep. Dark Ritual Stone Rain. No big deal, at least not yet. Hopefully I find a crop rotation at some point, would be good. Alright, so if my opponent Stone Rains me again, I'm going to play the Impulse and try to find a crop rotation. If not, I'm just going to Impulse anyway. I think I probably just want to land here. I'll take the Thornwood Falls. Seems okay. Say goodbye to that. Yep. All right, got a Ghostly Flicker. Perfect. So this is kind of what happened the other times where, like, I didn't have Tron, but I was still, like, pretty ahead. Be really nice if I could just crop rotate this away. Because this is still just a 1-for-1. My Ghostly Flicker is just a counterspell here. But counterspell still seems okay. Alright, we got a Prophetic Prism, which I should have played first. So now if I draw like back-to-back Tron lands, I'm going to be frustrated. Nope. Not going to play that one. I'm going to hold up the Impulse. I can still Impulse for a crop rotation if he Stone Rains me again. See if this is a Thorn. Okay, another Stone Rain. Got an Impulse here. Didn't find it. I think I'd rather just get a land than get a... which one did I lose already? I lost a Mine, so I'll grab the Mine. I think I'd rather just grab another land than the Pulsamarasa. Yep, we're just here. We're chilling. Doesn't have a clock yet, so it's like not very scary. There's a crop rotation. 1 card too low. Hopefully I find another land, and I did. Sort of. It's good enough to be a land. So I got really lucky. He will try to blow up one of my lands this turn. And then we'll have Tron next turn, and we'll probably win. Yep. So this should probably do it, I would think. This will probably be the game. Yep. Lose a Mine, I suppose. I don't have any Tron lands. Oh, I'm not going to have Tron, that's right. Because I had to get rid of one of them. So Mine is the one I have the least of. So I'll grab the Mine. It is possible that all my mines could disappear. Gonna grab the power plant. I guess I grab the tower. Yeah, I'm more likely to just draw a power plant. So I think I'm gonna deep analysis, flashback. I could play this Denrova Horror too. Maybe I just make him pick up his relic. Doesn't really do anything though. I would force my opponent to force my opponent to kill it. And I force him to spend a mana. Yeah, let's see what my opponent does about this when I make him pick up his relic. See if he pops it or discards one of the cards he has. It's possible I should have just hit a land. No, he wanted to keep it. It is pretty important. So he lost a Crypt Rats. I didn't really want him to just be able to discard a land. So even if he blows up one of my lands, okay, he's got a Gourmet Gangler. Would have been nice to hold on to my Denrova Horror in that case. Oh, just a relic, huh? Get rid of my map next. My opponent now left himself open for me to use the graveyard. But it doesn't really matter. Yep, not playing any of that stuff. Not giving him a chance to steal my deep analysis out of my deck, out of my graveyard. We're attacking. So I kind of think my opponent has a Gourmet Gangler, although I'm not sure the point of playing this relic that turn. If you have an Angler, might have just been better to play the Angler. Does appear that that's what he has. Oh no, a Duress. Should take my Prism probably. I've got plenty of mana. The map, interesting. I would have taken the Prism personally. Map is fine. It's kind of like a slower Prism because I'm just going to use it to... I would have just used it to go and get the... What's it called? The land that cycles, the cycle land. So I would have gone and grabbed that with it. Alrighty. We're Denroven in. So this is kind of the issue I had with our opponent's deck last time that I was playing against it, is that it doesn't have any threats, like not very many. Like not enough to pressure us. Like I've just got 8 mana or whatever. And most of my spells are a lot more impactful than my opponent's. Like all of their Stone Rains are dead now. Like none of them do anything. Like they can feel free to cast them and stuff, but they aren't really impressive anymore. And like I can just draw Forbidden Alchemy, get tons of card selection. Alright, I got the Alchemy here. I'm gonna take a Teachings, I guess. Card Rotation is actually pretty nice too, because I would actually have Tron here, but pretty happy with this as it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I do have enough to flashback this Teachings. My opponent draws a relic here. Thorn is a nice one. Can't really do anything about it, so I guess my opponent gets to keep it. I do get to get a Ghostly Flicker, which is pretty good. Yeah, I think it probably should have just taken that Crop Rotation, to be honest. Actually, I can... Do I have my... No, I don't have any Crop Rotations left. I was like, can I Teachings for my Crop Rotation? But the answer to that is no, I cannot. Alright, we'll Ghostly Flicker. Not going to use it right now, of course. Although maybe I will. Yeah, let's go for the old evoke. The old evoke and flicker trick. Doot. Did not draw my last Tron piece, fortunately. Let's go ahead and make him pick up that thorn. Just so my opponent has to recast it next turn. 4 mana is a lot. So I have to discard one of those cards you got. Alright, still don't have Tron. I think I'd rather hold up Teachings than hold up Tron, or than try to get Tron off of my Impulse, I suppose. Although if I do hit Tron off my Impulse, yeah, let's just go for it. Sort of. I'm just going to take the Mulldrifter, I think. I could have taken the map, but I think I'd rather just do it this way. Alright, opponent, what are you going to do? To be honest, I don't have a ton left to Teachings for. It's like a Pulse of Maracelo. I think I can Teachings for another Flicker, right? I still have, or are they both gone? Okay, they're both gone. So I can't Teachings for another Flicker either. Sign in Blood. Opponent's feeling risky. So I am going to steal, unless he has got another Dark Ritual, I am going to steal the Monarch this turn. And there's nothing my opponent can do about it. Well, now I have lethal this turn. Unless he has Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual, he could like disfigure my Mulldrifter and he could a Gurmag Angler to block my Denrova Horror, or could disfigure, or could double Edict or whatever, something like that. I'm down 2 mines, right? 3 mines gone. Everything I wanted except a Chainers. So close. GG's opponent. This one was, I guess, kind of close. If he'd been able to, if he'd drawn like a Relic and could kill both my guys, I would probably be in pretty big trouble. I mean, I do have a lot of stuff coming up, but all right, as expected, we did defeat the black deck. So we are 2-1. I will see you guys for the next round.